So guys, hello, and today I'm going to be talking to you about something that just happened literally about half an hour ago, maybe 40 minutes ago. So I've just come back from university. I literally was about to go in the shower just because I've just come back from the gym. And I'm going to put a little bit of context into this story. So me and my friend Jack, you've seen him on this channel before. I'll put a picture of him just here. But we went to the gym where we did our workout, we finished, and we were driving back from Pure Gym. So the way Sunderland works is it's all, I don't know if anyone watching this has been to Sunderland, but it all works in like a one-way system. So you have to go all the way, you have to go like kind of, if you want to go around, you have to go around and then back round back onto yourself from the way you came. And to get to where Jack lives in Sunderland, you have to go across the Wearmouth Bridge. I'll put a picture again here. But the Wearmouth Bridge is a bridge that's in Sunderland that's quite known for a lot of people who jump off it. Obviously that's not what happened, but Jack noticed there was a guy laying on the bridge, and he turned to me and said, "Oh, there's a guy laying on the bridge." And I didn't really think anything of it. I just kept driving. And he turned to me and said, "I'm going to have to get out, mate." And obviously, before I'd even managed to stop the car, he was out the car and he was going towards this guy. So I was sat in the car. I didn't really know what to do because I've never really been in this kind of situation before. And a person behind me in the car behind pulled over and kind of got out as well. It was a young girl. I don't know her name. And they kind of, basically what was happening was this guy was going in and out of consciousness. He was having fits. He said that he had a fit and fell on the floor. He blacked out. And obviously they put him in the recovery position. They tried to wake him up. They chatted to him. And by this point I got there because I didn't really know what to do. I didn't want to get I didn't know if he was drunk or if he was just lay on the floor or if it was something more serious. So I got out of the car and went to check. And it was something serious, so I kind of hang around, and they'd already called an ambulance and things like that. We all like kind of lay clothes on him just to keep the lad warm. And basically, we called an ambulance. The police turned up. The police were first response kind of thing. An ambulance came, and he kept drifting in and out of consciousness. His friends came along. Came along. And we called people from his phone to let him know that he was alright. But the main reason that I'm making this video is not because this happened to me just now, but basically Jack saved this lad's life because he was the first person there. And obviously when we drove past, he was lay on the floor. The thing that I kind of wanted to make this video about, and to try and kind of give you a bit of a tip, if you would like to call it that, is what I noticed is about when I was stood there, we were there for about a good 25-30 minutes, and out of every person that crossed the Wearmouth Bridge, one lad stopped and asked if he was alright, if there was anything he could do, have we called an ambulance, what's going on. Lots of people walked past and stared at the lad on the floor, looked at us, or didn't even give a shit. Cars were driving past, buses were driving past, people were riding past on bikes, people were walking past, and for only one person out of the many people that walked past this lad on the floor, like me and Jack, we got there when he was on the floor. You don't know how long he's been there. We didn't know how long he'd been lay on the floor. He was freezing, he was shaking, he was going in and out of consciousness, and when he was going in and out of consciousness, he was struggling to breathe. So it was kind of like, obviously Jack did most of it because obviously I got out of the car at a later point. But it was more of the fact that the tip that I could give is, if you do see something like this, if you see someone laying on the floor, if you see anything like that, approach the situation. Don't just stand, don't just walk past, because you don't know if the person's been there for 5 seconds or they've been there for 5 hours and they're possibly gonna die. It could be nothing serious at all, it could be something that's life-threatening. But if the shoe was on the other foot and you were lay on the floor and say you blacked out or something like that, and loads of people walk past you, how would you feel? I mean, I know that I would feel awful for people not to just ignore me and think, oh, he's just a pisshead, or oh, he's just drunk. Or it's not always the case. It's not always the case that someone's drunk and they're just laying on the floor because of the alcohol. It can sometimes be a life-threatening situation. But that's my story of the day. I just thought I'd make this quick video since it's just happened. It was fresh in my mind. But if there was a tip that I could give to anyone out there, it's just, please, if you do see something like that, not necessarily in that situation, but do approach the situation with caution. Obviously, some of them can escalate quickly if the person may be aggressive or whatever, but just to make sure you approach the situation with caution, but do approach the situation. Don't just walk past and not do anything, because you could possibly be saving someone's life like we did today. Well, mainly Jack, but I kind of helped as well. But please make sure that you do share this video so other people can see it. Obviously, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it would be nice if you could share the video, and make sure you drop a like, and also comment down below and tell me if any of you have been in a similar situation to this. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.